Welcome. In front of me is WITHINGS ScanWatch 2, and today I'll go over unboxing along with a quick look at the watch itself. Now, with that being said, I do want to say I am liking these kind of designs where you have the more traditional watch aspect to it with just some smart additions to it. So this one kind of falls under what I would want to own myself. So let's just get into the box and actually get a look at the device itself. There we go. It's a pretty slick looking watch. Now, I'm not necessarily a fan of their packaging, as it's just kind of like all smacking on the sides and just falls out once you pull it out. Take this off, you can just kind of like separate these two parts. And there is our watch. There we go. Now the glass that is on here is quite chunky. The watch itself isn't necessarily like super small, considering it's trying to be more traditional. It is pretty thick. The glass has a dome-like shape, so it's convex, and you can see it right here. And it does have some heft to it. It's not like a super light watch. I presume it might be because of the glass that is here. Now, that being said, let's talk about the specs of it, and I do want to start this off by just kind of shitting all over WITHINGS as a website and their complete inept website design. So let's start off on the computer side. I cannot scroll to tech. I cannot even scroll down on a page. Neither can I do it on Firefox on my phone. For some reason, you can see it just doesn't work at all for no reason, and the menu works. It just, I can't fucking scroll down on here. Now, if I switch it to DuckDuckGo, that seems to be working, as you can see. Just on Chrome on my computer and on Firefox on my phone, it doesn't want to allow me to do anything. And anyway, with that being said, let's just flick all the way to the bottom, which I presume is where the tech or like the specs section is located at, somewhere. And if I can actually find this, that would be fantastic. Oh, for God's sakes, where the heck is it? No. So on the website, it actually just has the little button right here to go to the specifications, but go figure where it's on here. Oh, there we go. So we have this very shitty design. Oh my goodness. That is atrocious. So, it looks like we have a couple of versions of this, and it just kind of gives me the specs down here. So the one that I'm looking for is the ScanWatch 2, which should be technically this one, but that's not the one. At least not based on looks. Try to view it in like normal page so I can actually see the specs of this. If I can't, I'm just gonna keep it without a specs. It's, I mean, one could argue it is my job to kind of do this, but if the manufacturer can be fucked with to do this themselves, why should I? So let's see, desktop side, maybe that will give me some kind of better experience. We do have tech. Oh, there we go, found it. Okay, so let's see, we have grayscale OLED display with a resolution of what? 14,504 pixels. It's kind of a weird way of describing your display, but it gives you a pixel density of about 282 pixels per inch and a display size of 0.6. Now let me just turn on my do not disturb mode so you don't get disturbed. There we go, or airplane mode, good enough. Now scrolling down, we have things like a stainless steel case as a build, sapphire glass, so that explains the weight and also just kind of size right here, and also will contribute to the price as sapphire is more expensive but also way more durable than some garbage Gorilla Glass screens like I have, for instance, right here with a massive gash on it. Stainless steel crown, which one could argue is part of the case itself. No, it's actually not. Those are two parts, if you can look at it closely. Okay. Now, sensors, we have TempTech 24 module, whatever that is, high dynamic range accelerometer, multi-wavelength PPG, 16 channel, and altimeter. Then, interesting enough, we have a 5 atmosphere water resistance, that equates to about 50 meters depth, so that's pretty good. Below that we have battery life up to 30 days battery life, charge time 2 hours, and docking station. Now, one thing that I want to point out is the docking station, wherever I dropped it, there we go. Not the biggest fan of the design right here, as it forces you to kind of like clip it specifically into here and just do this to charge it. I'm a fan of just the typical, magnetic ones where you can just plop it on the back, attach it, and you don't have to fiddle around with it. Wireless charging watches is just fantastic, where you can just have a wireless charger, plop it on, it charges. This I guess this, when you clip it in, there is no chance of it moving out of the place, but it's just not as convenient as having a specific puck that you place your watch on, and then without hassle you just lift it up. Here I do have to go out of my way to just kind of like hold this, yank it out of it, and yeah. It seems like a minuscule thing, but when you're paying over 1500 PLN for a watch, which equates to about $400, I think, something along those lines, and that would be including tax. Expect to have everything at just like, peak, I would say. Specifically when this is primarily a standard watch with just smart addition to it. It's not fully smartwatch. So yeah, I would like to see a bit of a better just kind of usability of the watch. So basically sums up the watch. Obviously in here you're going to be paying for the design, as it's mimicking more of a traditional watch, and it looks nice, I do have to say. It also feels premium. The only thing that I have a problem in reality is the strap right here. It feels too cheap. When I have something like the Mi Band, no, not Mi Band, the, what was it? There we go, the Huawei Band 9. The strap on here for a device that costs about, what is that, $70. The strap right here feels much more premium than what you have right here for significantly higher cost. So this just seems kind of cheapish, flimsy. Comes with already kind of like bends in it from being placed, kept in on this little thingy thing. But other than that, if you can swap the strap, which you totally can, as you can see right here, you can swap it out for something better, maybe like a leather strap, which arguably I would say for the price that this device costs should be coming with the device itself. You should be having a leather strap as an addition, as an example, if not by default. Now, I understand default ones might be good for some people, not for everyone. You might want to not use a leather strap, for instance, when working out. All the sweat would get into it. But for instance, the price that you get to pay, it would be a good thing to have as an additional strap that you can swap whenever you want to. And I've seen devices, watches do that. It's just not this one. Anyway, with that being said, this would sum up the look at the watch itself. And if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.